Welcome to Happy Reading with Darby G. Now I'm going to show you some of my favorite activities we have for older kids, and I'm going to say about 6 onwards up through whatever end age that you think would be appropriate for your child. Excuse me. I'm going to kick it off with an oldie but a goodie. When I say old, it's just been around for a year, but A Year in My Life is a quirky little journal that every page has a couple different prompts. You have magical powers and can see into the future. Write down 3 things you predict. There are drawing ones. Draw your favorite veggies. I mean, they're just silly, goofy little ideas so they can kind of log that year. And as my niece says, she'll skip it for a couple days and then do 5 on one day. But these are great for kids that can write on their own, write and draw. That's good to go. My favorite series we have for activities is our academy books. We have an engineering, we have a vet one, we have an architect, and we have an astronaut. And what these are workbooks that bring the career to life for the child. It teaches them how to make things, they can just learn concepts in that career. It can really get them going and kind of get interested about what's probably out there for them career-wise. And then there's like a punch-out game at the end. So in this case, it says you can learn how to make a car, design a robot, learn how different types of energy are created. And then there's like a certification process. You get little stickers and a certificate for. In this one, they'll do things like design a hamster home, learn how to read dog language, how to house a tortoise, what the animals eat, that kind of thing. So look for Academy on their website to find those. 2 books that I think are needed more in the world at the adult level as well. Do Nice, Be Kind, Spread Happy, and Be the Change, Make It Happen. This one is all random acts of kindness ideas to do for somebody, whether you know them or not. And then this one is all these ideas that can turn little causes into big impact. So things like cleaning up the neighborhood or helping somebody raise money for some sort of fundraiser. That's just things that make a difference in the world, and these are just, one by one, like kind of individual things. These are amazing to do with your kids. It's good for the entire family. And then here are 2 books in our creative writing series. This one's our newest one, but we have ones like Write and Draw Your Own Comics, the Write Your Own Storybook, and My First Story Writing Book, and Write Your Own Adventure Storybooks. So they're all kind of the similar concept in that they're workbooks that give you plot ideas, vocabulary, different settings. And in this case, with the creative writing one, it teaches you how to write differently because it's very different to write ad text as it is to write a fiction story. So it kind of tells you, it educates them about all the sorts of writing. So that's great for the kid that's really interested in fiction and journalism and all that kind of stuff. This one's Write and Draw Your Own Comics. So this one will take it on the drawing level. It gives you ideas and mix and match characters. Gives you kind of the comics and you write the words. It's just a fun thing for kids to do that like that kind of graphic novel and comic book feel. 2 more of our workbooks. This one is brand new. This one's an oldie but a goodie. They are both great ways to bring a subject to life for somebody in a way that they might not have thought. So this is all science-based art. It is ways to look at science with an artistic eye. And it's actually incredibly fun and enlightening, I think, for adults to do these things with the kids. But the math book similarly does this, teaches math concepts, but in kind of a creative, artistic way. It brings them together. I don't have the other version of this right now, but it's Create Your Own Fashion Boutique. This one's Create Your Own Pizzeria. What they are is they walk the young entrepreneurs through the whole process of what it would be like, so they can choose uniforms, what goes on the pizza, what goes on the menu, how much they're going to charge for it. Everything that they'd have to decide in real life, they can decide in this book, and it walks them through it all. Since coding is the future, we have 2 now. We have one using the language of Scratch and then our brand new one for Python. Both of these books will teach a kid how to make animations and games using that language. It's step-by-step instructions. They're free programs. So you can just learn, and then go to the next one and learn another one, and that will be incredibly valuable as they grow older. And last but not least, we have a children's sewing kit. I'm not going to open it so I don't make a fool of myself with my clumsiness, but it includes everything you're going to need to make these little characters. It's for 7 and up, and yeah, and you don't have to be a sewer. It's going to teach them. So it's a great intro to that. All right, well, I hope that gives you something to think about that your kids would love to do. If you have any questions or need help finding, just let me know.